one. Oh, very cool, man. This is not an issue I was supposed to talk about, honestly. But I just saw it was just so funny. And I decided I'm going to say something about it. So EFCC put out, a report thanking, is it Southeast students that had go? It says Southeast students to EFCC. We are sorry for the loss of your office. I remember a few days ago there was a raid that EFCC officials did, and unfortunately the person whose house they raided actually had a gun and he shot them thinking they were armed robbers. One unfortunately died. I think it's been reported that one is in the hospital. So that's the background story. It's caused a lot of uproar with citizens not sympathizing with EFCC, knowing fully well the way that they normally would do these raids, because it's like, why are you going to people's house in the middle of the night and actually traumatizing people have been killed in such incidences, and the EFCC itself hasn't been sympathetic to the people, and so the people really weren't interested in being that sympathetic. Unfortunately, a life was lost. May the soul of the gentleman continue to rest in peace. So for me, this whole just doing this video is seeing where the said students, which is where it's commendable, students are supposed to go and visit them and commiserate with them. That's a good one. But the thing here is that the students they're wearing studenting, that kind of a thing. They're really looking at students. I'm looking at them, I'm like, they look older than me. That's that I'm in my 50s here. But anyway, so let's go down and read the report that EFCC put out, on this visit. And this is from the handle of the EFCC on X. It's official EFCC, and it's titled EFCC Nigeria. Southeast students to EFCC, we are sorry for the loss of your officer. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Southeast Zone, have condoled with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on the loss of one of its operatives, Aminu Sahabi Salisu, stressing that his death caused them grief and regret. Salisu, an assistant superintendent of EFCC, was killed in cold blood while on a legitimate duty by a suspected internet fraudster, Joshua Chukwueze Ikechukwu, on January 17, 2025. Just for those who don't have context of this story, just to digress a little bit, yes, so they did that, but in November, I think 11, 2023, the EFCC itself had put out a statement on this very Twitter handle of theirs, where they put out a statement that they had stopped all night raids. With all of this conversation going on, I've seen a lawyer in Ibehe, Effiong, who has spoken about the fact that that particular statement that they did put out can be used as evidence against them, because if you say you've stopped night raids, so why did this one happen, and how is someone supposed to believe that it was actually EFCC, even though EFCC said they knocked and politely identify themselves and asked to be taken in? There are a lot of, what they say, a lot of other incidences that have happened. There's never a place that EFCC is politely knocking and asking you to open the door. But anyway, the students expressed their grief and solidarity with the commission on Friday, January 24, 2025, when a delegation led by Comrade Charles Obinna Ejoma paid a condolence visit to the EFCC's executive chairman, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, at the commission's corporate headquarters, Abuja. So if I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, these are Southeast students, is a Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students, right? And so this is the Southeast branch, and this thing happened in the Southeast. So why are you coming to Abuja to visit the chairman? And there was also something I saw that they even took a picture, which I'm going to share with you here. They also took a picture where they were presenting a portrait of the chairman. You're going on a condolence visit, so how is it coming? Is that a good occasion to start, presenting the portrait of the EFCC head? You understand? So those for me, those are a little bit off, and I'm thinking, why are you not in the Southeast? Why are you not visiting where it actually happened? Where the person? Why are you coming to Abuja? If it's the case of Abuja, then the national body body, the national body of the student union should be visiting the one at the national headquarters. But anyway, that's just me, just wondering that. While pledging the collaboration, cooperation and support of the entire Southeast students to the commission, Ijoma stated, as the coordinator of the National Association of Nigerian Students Southeast, the onus falls on me and my colleagues to ensure that we sanitize and give proper orientation to our students, not to indulge in anything that has to do with internet crime, and we have been succeeding. We're very sorry for the incident that happened lately in Oka. Maybe you may have seen our comments, our stand. We condemned it. An operative was shot in the process of carrying out his official duty. Whatever that is going on in Southeast is being controlled by students, and I am their leader. I cannot watch and see things go wrong. That's why we condemn the killing of the operative. For me, it's just to look at, I'm just reading this statement. It's almost as if you've already concluded, even before the court has concluded that this person is what the person is being accused of. Well, there have been a lot of stories that have followed that whole thing in terms of, first of all, they say he's a medical doctor, and then they said, no, he's not a medical doctor. The Anambra, NMA, that's a branch, that's the Nigerian Medical Association, but has come out to say that the man was not their member. But let's not conclude yet. Let's not conclude yet. He stated further that we are here to let the authority of EFCC understand that we commiserate with you and tell you not to judge the Southeast with what happened. Such acts are not in our blood. It is not in our nature. We are hardworking people. We don't indulge in crime. Anybody that indulges in crime in the Southeast is not a true son of evil. We know how to make money, but this idea of being in one room with a device to trick someone is not in our blood. Like I said earlier, it's almost as if they have, it's sort of like presumptions, the whole statement that they're giving, that they have, actually accepted the fact that, oh, this is some fraudster that has been, that has been arrested, that has done this thing. But anyway, speaking further, Ijoma disclosed that the union had programs and proposals that when implemented will bring the EFCC closer to the university campuses in the Southeast and help to further sensitize the students. We are promising you that we are going to work with you. We want to let the EFCC know that this also provides an opportunity for the commission to come and give orientation to our students in the Southeast. We welcome you with our open heart. So if you look at the pictures, for me, this is where it really got interesting. This is where it really got interesting for me. And you'll be seeing the pictures. I'm sure I will be putting the pictures for there. Literally, these people are looking like people in their 50s, maybe 40s. I don't even think I'm seeing anyone who is in their 20s, for crying out loud. There are more students. Let me zoom. Let me see. Okay, maybe probably one or two. But you're literally seeing people in their 50s and 40s, 30s, and whatever. They're the ones who are student union leaders. Even the replies, if you look at the comments, a lot of people are asking, where are the students? This one looks like parents of students. It's almost like saying it's PTA, Parents Teachers Association, that went to go and greet, not the one that is of students. I mean, everything in Nigeria is sort of like a bit upside down. Everything is just weaponized. Everything has just been distorted. Usually we have student bodies, and this is where activism is very strong. You will notice the fact that student unionism has been sort of like killed in Nigeria. It has really affected our nation because we don't have people who are able to have a voice, own a voice, speak up on issues. In many countries and before in Nigeria, students are so powerful, they are enough to shut down the government. When something is being done wrong, they are always the conscience of the nation, because these are young people who are ideological, who, are very passionate. They've not been jaded. They don't have worries like, when you get older, you have a family to think about before you think. You have to think about, will it affect me? You have dependents. As students, you don't have any of those things, and you're so ideological, and you're literally like seeing things black and white, and so you want to speak on issues. You're passionate. You have the energy, and now it's almost turned into like politics. It's almost turned into like you're seeing people who are refusing to leave university. They're staying on. For them, it's just about politicizing. When election comes, you will see NANS going from one candidate to the other to the other. We want to we want to back, we want to book. And then you know what is it that will be given to them, and some envelopes, some whatever it is. It's crazy, honestly. But then everything is upside down in Nigeria. If we really want a nation to work, we have to fix it from top to bottom and bottom to up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.